Hello, hello, CraftingMantis here, and welcome back to another episode on the Diamond Society server. So first and foremost, I want to correct a mistake that I ended up making in last week's episode. And that is this building right here is not actually in the Agora. The Basilica Julia was actually in the Roman Forum and not in the Agora. So the Roman Forum falls under the Roman part of our Greco-Roman. I was looking at I thought I was looking at the Agora map instead of the Roman Forum, and so that is where that mistake ended up coming from. I'm actually kind of mashing together the two areas to create what I'm calling the Agora, because Agora just basically means meeting place. And the Roman Forum was more government based, whereas the Athenian Agora was more religious and markets and stuff like that. So we're kind of mashing these two styles together and creating our very own Agora. Now, today, what I want to work on is I want to work on what I'm going to call the Agora proper, which is this little section of land here. So this is actually going to be like our meeting area type thing. So this isn't going to be necessarily like building based like that. So the buildings are going to be surrounding this area. And then in here, this is going to be somewhat of an open area. And we're going to have, some markets in here. And I'm thinking probably right about here, maybe adding a fountain. So just like the one that I have up there, add one down here. And then, pretty up the pond there, and then add another road that connects the two sections. And then we'll have a big building on the back there. But today we are working here in the Agora proper. And I am going to get to work on the fountain there. That way we can kind of get a better idea of what we are dealing with in terms of space. And then once I get that done, then I will bring you guys back. Alright, so we have the fountain now in place. So this is going to be kind of like the central feature in the Agora. So this is going to kind of separate out this area over here from this area over here. So this is exactly like the fountain up on the Acropolis, though I think I used different flowers possibly. But again, it's still the two tall flowers with the single, the single block flower in front of it. So yeah, so this is the only thing that I'm missing in here is the lighting on the bottom, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be putting that in there or not. And then the other thing that I ended up putting in is this right here. So I was doing some research and looking at some of the pictures of people's recreations of the Agora, and a lot of them had these like temporary tent type things, and then they would end up having their goods for sale in here. This is going to be a apple vendor, so I'm going to be putting some item frames on top with apples in them. Other ones I'm going to be doing like tables and stuff like that. So this area here, that's going to be all of these temporary ones. And then I want some place, I'm thinking probably up here, there's going to be like a raised platform, and this is going to be for like auctions and stuff like that. So that's what's going to go up here, and then all of the nice, wonderful temporary tents down here. So I am going to get back to work, and then once I get this market put in, then I will bring you guys back. Alright, so we have most of the market in place. Now there's still little details that I need to add, like little wagons, maybe even a big wagon, maybe over, don't want to hit the string, like over there. But this is the market, at least a general idea for it. So we've got the trees that I've planted in here. This one, since this was more central, I decided, I'm going to put a little seating area here, and I added the ferns and the bluets. But yeah, that way, when it's super sunny outside, some of the people can end up sitting here and be like, oh, shade. Yeah, so we've got the apple vendor that I had showed in the last clip. And we've got farming tools. We've got a blacksmith over here. And then we've got hay. And this one is bread. And then over here, we've got a little fishmonger. And then a milk vendor, most likely goat milk. And then, I don't know what, maybe a shield vendor. Maybe I need to change that into an actual shield. And so it's like the round shields and stuff. So, yeah, that is the market, at least the temporary structures all in place. And then up here, this is the auction platform. So just like I did with the fishing docks over there, this has been here for a while, and so it's weathered. And yeah, that's one of the reasons why I use the spruce, because this looks, a lot more weathered than like the oak. The oak looks a little bit too new. And so here we are using the spruce, and you can climb up on either side of it without any issues. Not sure if I'm going to put anything up here. Like, maybe we could put some animals up here and be like, hey, these are what's up for sale. Come buy some animals. But yeah, so that is the marketplace so far. Like I said, there needs to be some of the little details. But I wanted to keep this kind of open, because most of the pictures I've seen of the Agora, it is pretty open in terms of like where all the different structures are. But that, yeah, we'll get to the details, and then the next step will be to work over in this section of the Agora proper. So add more details, add this section, and we can call the Agora proper done. So I'm going to get back to work, and then once I get this all done, then I will bring you guys back. So in the market area, I added a couple of these carts. These were kind of inspired by Grumpy Owl Gaming in his kind of Arabic marketplace. Not sure if I like these ones, but they will definitely work for now. Might change up like the colors and stuff like that. I don't know if I like the spruce for the carts. So, but I added a few of those. We got 1, 2, and 3 over there. I'm just adding a little bit to this area. I am definitely finding that coming up with ideas to kind of detail is, is definitely making this process a lot longer, but we will get this done. And then over here, I added a little like lecture area. So we got this little podium here, and then people can end up sitting here. So like Plato or Aristotle or somebody would be, standing here and lecturing on, philosophy and all that wonderful stuff. So that is what I've added to the area. This is going to be it for this episode. But I do want your guys' opinions, what we should put in here. I was thinking about possibly doing like a garden. Maybe this area feels like real, dead space. So I'm not sure what to do with this. Because for one, it's kind of a funky shape. But we could do like, some kind of garden here, or even like another little pond or something along those lines. But let me know down in the comment section what you guys think would go really well right here. And then in the interim between episodes, I'm going to try to do some more detailing around here. Maybe adding a little bit of grass here and there, and then possibly some of the cypress trees. I think those were the cypress trees. Well, those trees. I'll have to go back and, because I think the cypress was actually the pine needle ones that I didn't use. But yeah, but those trees, might add some of those into this area as well. They will be a little bit more sporadic than the acacia, because down here, because those trees are, I've been using those more for just random. The acacia trees are the main tree in this area, unless it's manicured like up there. So that is the market area. If you guys have any suggestions too, what to add into this area, then definitely, hit me up in the comment section as well with that. But yeah, I think that's going to be that. I am definitely having problems speaking lately. That is going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys liked this one. If you did, definitely hit that like button. If you're not already subscribed, please do so. It definitely helps out the channel. It's always nice to see new faces in my little corner of YouTube. And then if you want to be notified as to when I put out additional content, then definitely hit that notification bell. But for now, I'm going to call it, and I will see you guys in the next episode.